Hello everybody, it's Sil, and I wanted to welcome you guys back to some more Clangen. I know I've been gone for a little while, but since the holidays and everything else, I spent a lot of time with my family and catching up on different things. So this is being recorded just after I finally got back home, got a little bit of time to kind of decompress from all the holidays and meeting everybody and just getting to have that connection with my family. And I wanted to get back to doing some clan generator, but this time I'm going to make it a little bit more festive this time. I'm not too sure how long I'm going to keep this clan going, but I do want to at least have this little idea, just because of the holidays, the Christmas spirit, and all of those kinds of things, or whichever holidays that you celebrate when it comes to spending time with your loved ones. I do know not everyone celebrates Christmas, it's just what I personally celebrate. So I do apologize if that sounded a bit insensitive there. I do apologize. But I hope you all have had a great holiday season, enjoying some time with your family, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, and just was able to enjoy each other. So I'm going to hit continue as I already have a little clan set up, where here we have the Jollyclan. They start in Leaf Bear due to the winter season, and everybody has a family connection of some kind. That is the theme that I wanted for this clan, where everybody has to be related in some way. They don't all have to be related to like each other, but the kids need an adoptive parent. The elders can have some of the warriors and such as their kids. Could have had multiple between different litters, things like that. Just like those kinds of things. So first things first, I'm actually going to start off with the elders and then work our way towards things. So first things first, we have Olive Song. Olive Song is non-binary elder. They are currently snoring in their sleep. They are confident, a good fighter, and a learner of lore. I also tried to have things kind of make a little bit more sense and sort of the holiday spirit, so some of the cats' names have been changed to kind of fit that a bit better. And I don't know why, I just loved the idea of Olive Song. For some reason it feels very festive to me, and I'm not sure why. I don't think olives really have anything to do with the kind of Christmassy-ish holiday setting, but I don't know why, it just fits to me. But I do absolutely adore them. And their family is Whimsy Star. Whimsy Star, she is 82 moons old. She is a beautiful gray tabby with silver eyes. Her name before was Whimsy Pelt. She is compassionate, a great mediator, and a den builder. I actually didn't change her name. I found that it fit, because that's what the holidays are about. They're about like whimsy and wonder, and I just adored that. And if you take a look at her family tree, she does have siblings. Actually, wait, no, she doesn't. My bad. It just says that she does, but she does not. So next up, when it comes to family, we then have Goose Pond. Yeah, Grateful to Sunbone. I did change that name because that sounded not very Christmassy. You'll see what I changed it to. So Goose Pond is a charismatic, fast runner elder. He's got hazel eyes, and he is the father of 3 cats in the clan, all of which were from different litters. So we'll have their first kit, which is Sunsight, no longer Sunbone. He is 107 moons old. He is strict and a beloved kit sitter. He is also the medicine cat of the clan. I changed his name to Sunsight. I felt that was a bit better than Sunbone. I don't know why, it just feels a bit more whimsy and fun to be Sunsight than Sunbone. We then have his younger brother, Frozen Fur, whose name I currently cannot remember, but I did change it. I believe his name was originally like Fern Fur, but I changed it to Frozen Fern, as that felt a bit more festive. He's got Branch Paw as his apprentice. He is adventurous and a good fighter. He's 71 moons old, and he is also the deputy of the clan. And last but not least, we have their youngest brother, Thunderback, who is 69 moons old. He is righteous and a fast runner. He was the last kit that a Goose Pond had. But then that's not all, because Sunsight adopted little Cloud Kit, who is a daring and a lover of stories. I think he's trying to go back against his very strict father, trying to be a little more daring, especially during the holiday season. And then there's little Ice Kit, who was adopted by Frozen Fur. She's an attention seeker and a picky nest builder, and she's currently curious as to how kittens are born. Goodness, little one. I don't know why, she just feels like she absolutely fits Frozen Fur the best when it comes to having a father. And she also does look like her, well, I guess she would technically look a little bit like Olive Song, but I see more of a resemblance with Goose Pond's family. And then we have Kestrel Catcher. She is cold, a good hunter, and a talented swimmer. She is essentially the Grinch of this clan. Every cat, every, kind of Christmassy holiday season, you gotta have probably like a Scrooge, a Grinch, even a Krampus perhaps. But there's not always like the best side when it comes to things. So I feel like Kestrel Catcher is pretty much like the Grinch. Well, no, I guess, I'm not too sure, because the Grinch wasn't cold, he was just a jerk, kind of. Well, probably a little bit more worse than a jerk, but he was grumpy. I'll say that. He was grump. I'm not too sure about cold, though. I guess it could be cold, since his heart was 2 sizes too small. I don't know, that's the best thing that I can think of. But Kestrel Catcher is obviously not alone, where we have her daughter, Branch Paw, who's playing a prank on Sunsight. She has Frozen Fur as her mentor. She's competitive and a lover of stories. I'm guessing she wants to be, the very best, like, oh, I imagine she could be like, maybe almost like the kind of teenage bully to the children a little bit, going, well, I'm better than you. And then we have Moorfog, whose name I changed as well. I think it was originally Moor Fern, but I felt Fog was a bit better. He was originally a mediator, he was clever, and an incredible runner. And so far that concludes all of the cats in the clan, as well as all of their familial ties. I am pretty happy about it, honestly. I will change a couple settings to have showing exact XP, showing the moon and seasons widget. Let's see. We will increase adoption. We will allow cats to have kits with unknown second parents. I don't think I'm going to allow this one. That's a little bit too much drama. I will allow leaders to choose a new deputy, and I will allow warriors and elders to become mediators if they wish. So I'm going to quickly save all of that. And we're going to go out on our first patrol. So first things first, we're going to have Branch Paw and Frozen Fur go out on their little holiday patrol and do some training. Branch Paw is not acting like her usual self, and she's talking to him about how she feels like a failure, and Frozen Fur is giving her some comfort by explaining failure does hurt, but with it comes a chance to learn, and that all she can do is do her best to not make the same mistake twice. That was very wholesome, very cute. I will have Sunsight go out with his youngest brother. Let's see. They head out in silence, and they manage to get some rosemary to hide the scent of death. Goodness, Sunsight. I guess Sunsight's the kind of, like, mortician uncle that, like, talks about dead bodies. Sorry, that's not meant to be a dig against morticians, that's just the kind of vibe that gave off. We'll then have the two girls go out together. They come across a thunder path. I don't think they would cross it. At least not right now. So Cloudpaw now has Kestrel Catcher as his mentor, and Frozen Fur now has some frostbite because he stayed out in the territory for too long. So let's see, Cloudpaw is charismatic like his grandfather and a lover of stories. And little Ice Kit is asking Olive Song what it's like to be old. Goodness, she's just a small baby who has no idea how to properly word things. Goodness. I guess it's kind of funny that Cloudpaw went over to Kestrel Catcher, so one part of each family is mentoring the other's child. Let's see, so we'll have you two go out on your first patrols together, where you're currently having an argument with your mentor, and she rolls her eyes amused by Cloudpaw's audacity, as Cloudpaw is very annoyed. So since Frozen Fur currently isn't here, you're going to go with Whimsy Star, where you're trying to practice some teamwork with Branch Paw, and actually helps Branch Paw gain confidence with working with others, which is good. The two brothers are going to go out. They're grinning with raised tails. As luck would have it, the only freak out at the moment is his youngest brother. That's cute. They're far too distracted catching up with each other and don't get anything useful done, but that's fine, because it's nice to have that bond with your brother. Currently nothing interesting. Let's see. Have these two go out, where they have a nice little spot in the sun, but Cloudpaw's a bit too stiff and polite, so Kestrel Catcher is going to have to try something else to get him to open up a bit. Now we're going to have Branch Paw and Whimsy Star. Let's see, finds a porcupine and is learning about porcupines and their spines, but also that they can be kind of silly a little bit, all in good fun. Let's see, Thunderback is explaining about a Star Clan dream and what it could mean for their clan. And Sunsight's actually able to have an in-depth conversation about it, and they figure out what they should do with the information. Along the way, they gathered some goldenrod and mallow. Okay, looks like their bond's going pretty strong. Frozen Fur has now managed to get rid of his frostbite, And Branch Paw is now Branch Crash, honored for her steadfastness. Okay. So Branch Crash is now wise and a good storyteller. Okay. That's good for her. Good for her. So then we've got little Cloud Paw with Kestrel Catcher. Going to go out and do some training. See a big porcupine. And Cloud Paw firmly believes that porcupines are prey, and Kestrel Catcher can't get him to take the lesson seriously. Oh well, we're gonna have Branch Crash and Whimsy Star go out on patrol together, that way we could get all three siblings. So there's food into a tunnel. I think that Branch Crash is wise enough to not trust it. And then we got the three brothers looking for catmint together. And he's a bit nervous that his youngest brothers aren't going to be too useful. And unfortunately, he was proven right. The two youngest brothers had too much fun and accidentally ripped up the catnip. Oh dear. Olive Song has a little runny nose, but that's okay. Let's see, Cloud Paw, Kestrel Catcher. They have a nice sunny spot and invites him to come sit down and, is talking about being comfortable with everybody as well as working on respecting them, getting him to open up a little bit. Okay, so actually trying to get them to bond is a good thing. I'm actually going to have these three go out together so that these two can get a little bit of bonding in. Let's see, an abandoned two-leg nest, brimmed with rats, and managed to bring a whole bunch back. That's good. Next up is these two. The moss is getting old, and they managed to get some moss. They got a whole bunch of them. Alright. Let's see, Ice Paw now has Thunderback, her uncle, as her mentor. Ice Paw is troublesome and a picky nest builder. Oof, goodness. Hopefully Thunderback can help straighten out that troublesome attitude. But let's see. Ice Paw's having an argument with her uncle on a technique. Thunderback holds his temper and sits down to explain his reasoning, and he understands why Ice Paw thought differently, but practicing this way will help Ice Paw build muscle better than taking the cheap way out. And Ice Paw also apologizes for her outburst. Okay, good. Learning is good. Let's see, practicing teamwork with Cloud Paw, but did nothing, unfortunately. Let's see, these two, there's a fox. I don't think that they're going to go after that fox. These two, Frozen Fur is asking Sunsight to teach him more about the nature of StarClan. He tries to simplify the mystical powers, but Frozen Fur is only more confused, unfortunately. Cloud Paw is now Cloud Feather, honored for his passion. Sunsight got a thorn stuck in his paw. Olive Song believes they are meant for something greater. Got some new moss. Okay. We'll wait and see if this might change again after the next moon. But hopefully Sunsight is proud of his son for getting his warrior name early. Alright, now you two. Gonna go on some training. There's a big porcupine. And is learning more about porcupines and their spines, and that they can also be a little cheerful, actually. We'll have Frozen Fur, Sunsight, and his newly named son go out to gather some herbs, where they're looking for some poppy seeds, and they actually did manage to find them. We'll have these three ladies all go out, mother-daughter with their leader, where there's been a disagreement and Whimsy Star is looking to settle it, and actually manages to help them even out their differences. Okay, that's great of Whimsy Star. Sunsight's thorn is no longer bothering him. There's Cloudfeather. So Cloudfeather became fierce and a great storyteller, no doubt to Kestrel Catcher's training. I do find it kind of funny that he is fierce, but got the suffix feather. Meanwhile, she is wise, but got crash as her suffix. I do find that a bit funny, but I do enjoy it. Let's see, Ice Paw, back with your uncle. Let's see, some new fighting techniques. And had a good practice session with Ice Paw, learning a lot. That's good. We're going to have you three go out again. Let's see, looking for lungwort. And they actually managed to find them, which is pretty good. Learning how to do teamwork with each other. Ooh. I do feel like Kestrel Catcher probably would. I do think she would be greedy. But her daughter stopped her. Yeah, that makes sense. Goosepond sadly passed away as he just got too old and it was his time to go. Branch Crash has a headache. Olive Song stepped on a bee. And rest in peace, Goosepond. But no doubt he's watching his family from the beyond. His sons are old enough that they can take care of themselves, and two of them adopted kids of their own, so it's no issue. So these two are going to go out to train. Has an argument again, but also talked it out pretty good. Actually, I'm going to have these three go out. Let's see, renewing some scent marks, and actually improved relations with them. We'll have the two brothers. Going to get some burdock root, and actually did manage to find them. Pretty good. They're all learning from each other. Thunderback has white cough, unfortunately, and Branch Crash is expecting kids. And so she's decided to move into the nursery early, just in case. Since Branch Crash isn't available, you are instead going to have your father help you. Let's see. A porcupine, but Ice Paw doesn't really listen to her father all that well. Let's see. We'll have all of you go on an herb gathering patrol. Wanting to get some marigold, but unfortunately was distracted and everybody got snappy with each other. Branch Crash thinks she's going to have a large litter. That's exciting. Let's see, Thunderback's still not here, so instead you're going to have Whimsy Star help you. Practicing some new hunting techniques, but no one bothered to teach, unfortunately. Let's see. Going to get some burdock plants, but unfortunately did not find any. Let's see. Ice Paw is now Ice Ghost, honored for her wit, and Branch Crash gave birth to 2 kits. So Ice Ghost here, she is troublesome and a den builder. Goodness. Ah, goodness, little troublesome baby. What would be a troublesome little one? I can't think of any. Maybe Kevin McAllister from Home Alone, probably. And then Branch Crash gave birth to 2 babies, so we have little Flame Kit. He's half clan, and he's a sweet little baby boy. And then we have Vixen Kit, who is a quiet kitten, and actually looks a lot like her mother, Branch Crash. So that's exciting, these little ones. Let's see. I think I want these 3 to go out again. Gathering some herbs, and did manage to get some daisies all together. That's great. Let's see, 2 kittens playing close to the border, and managed to help them out. Got Ice Ghost to also help. Vexen Kid was scolded for trying to sneak out of camp, of course. So here's little Flame Kid. He is sweet and a lover of stories, but he was scared after hearing a scary story. Vixen Kid is crying after roughhousing a little too hard with the older cats. She's quiet, a lover of stories, and a little moss ball hunter. Yeah, she looks almost exactly like her mom, maybe a little bit more red in her pelt, but that could also be from Kestrel Catcher's red color. Let's see, we'll just have a random patrol type, so 2 brothers with Kestrel Catcher. Okay, let's see, got some Juniper, thankfully. Then we'll have these 4 where there's a small dog, and they tried to drive away the small dog, but it only got overexcited and they had to wait for the dog to leave. Let's see. Kestrel Catcher got green cough, Sunsight's got white cough, and Frozen Fur was bitten by a snake but managed to survive. Goodness. So already that's 3 cats that are down. That's not good. Let's see, another disagreement with Whimsy Star to settle it, and managed to smooth over the disagreement. Okay, good. Let's see, Kestrel Catcher recovered. Thunderback sprained his paw. Branch Crash is finally feeling better. So goodness, all the 3 brothers are not doing well right now. Let's see. Yeah, we'll have you 3 go out. Settling another dispute, and manages to help everybody even out their differences. We'll then have these 2 pretty ladies. Let's see, talking about possibly having a vision, and Branch Crash is nice and manages to talk about if it was real or not. Thunderback suddenly brought 4 kits to camp. Sunsight recovered and has some bruises now. Frozen Fur's gotten better. Branch Crash has a little runny nose, but she'll be okay. So let's check out these kits that Thunderback brought with him. Now checking out the family tree. So there's siblings. None of the siblings have mates. The kits are Cloud Feather and Ice Ghost. So now it's his turn to have adopted some kits. But they are half-clan kits. So one is a little tortoiseshell named Bittern Kit, and she's noisy. I guess maybe he named her Bittern Kit because of the only other tortie is Kestrel Catcher, and she's a little cold, so maybe that's why. We then have Lilac Kit, who is an impulsive little baby. She's also black in color. We then have Stump Kit, who is a bullying little baby with dark blue eyes. Goodness. I guess naming her after a tree stump would kind of make a cat bully others. And then we have little Moss Kit, who is a sweet baby, and she's got bright amber eyes. Okay, that's interesting. So these are the 4 kits that he brought back. They are all half clan. Gonna do a random patrol here and have all the 3 youngest cats that were originally in the clan. Let's see, find a squirrel, and Ice Ghost managed to catch it. We'll then have an herb gathering patrol, and they're talking about the dream that Whimsy Star had, but unfortunately couldn't make any sense of the vision. Thunderpack's getting better. Branch Crash is telling stories to the kids. Let's see, Flame Kid tried to sneak out of camp and is now wearing some holly. Lilac Kid and Stump Kid tried to sneak out but were caught and returned to the nursery. Goodness, little ones. So here's Bittern Kit. She's a know-it-all and quick to make peace, and she's currently telling Vixen Kit that she should really know more about the different kinds of moss by now. Goodness. Lilac Kit asks for forgiveness, not permission. She is impulsive with an active imagination. Stump Kit wants to follow the medicine cat everywhere. She's impulsive and never sits still. Moss Kit caught Flame Kit climbing a bit too high. She is sweet and a careful listener. Perhaps Stump Kit wants to follow in her uncle's footsteps and become a medicine cat. Little Vixen Kit, she's dreaming about being a warrior. And Flame Kit is trying to growl menacingly. Oh, but baby, you're too cute. Let's see. Herb gathering with these 3. Wanting to get some blackberries and managed to do so. Nice big patrol, looking to hunt. Didn't find anything that could disguise their scent, but their hunt went well regardless, which is good. Let's see, didn't land quite right. Sunsight decided that Flamepaw is going to be his apprentice. Okay. And Vixen Paw has Whimsy Star as her mentor. So little Flamepaw is compassionate, a lover of stories, and quick to help. Vixen Paw is sincere, a lover of stories, and a mossball hunter. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Vixen Paw and Whimsy Star are going to go out on their training patrol. Let's see. Asking Vixen Paw why Jollyclan chooses to live in the woods. And Whimsy Star starts to explain everything to a good listening Vixen Paw. Let's see, Flame Paw is going to need a little bit of help, and I think maybe Thunderback would be the right person. To go herb gathering where they're looking for lungwort, and actually did manage to find some. No doubt since Thunderback's been helping out his brother, he's probably able to help identify some of the herbs and help teach Flamepaw. The rest of these can all go into one big patrol together, where there's a large dog in the middle of the territory. Well, I do think that they would go for it. One is adventurous, one is troublesome, one is fierce, one is cold, so I think the only wise cat of the group is not going to be able to convince these 4. Where thankfully they managed to get the dog away from getting too deep into the clan territory. Poor Ice Ghost nearly became a ghost for that. Cloudfeather has a runny nose and got a bee sting. Stump Kit has fleas. Alright, well, we'll have these 2 go out. See, they see a nice big porcupine, and Vixen Paw is happily learning. We'll have these 2 go out together. Let's see. Thunderback's not too happy about possibly being bossed around by Flamepaw, but actually did manage to get the herbs despite being told by an apprentice, so he didn't let his pride get in the way, which is good. Let's see. Kestrel Catcher's unconcerned with her duties, instead ambling as if prey is going to waltz into her paws, and did not bring much home, which impressed nobody. Goodness. Sunsight recovered from their sprain, but also got heat exhaustion. Olive Song and Sunsight apparently just became mates. Okay, that's interesting. I guess you have a new stepdad, Whimsy Star. I don't know how she'll feel about that, but let's see. An old badger set. Yeah, I think they would check into it. So they came up with a way to stuff some bushes into the mouth of it and see if anything has shoved the bushes out of the way. Let's see. You two are gonna go out again, talking about possibly having a dream and what it could mean, but Flamepaw unfortunately does not have the training nor the wisdom to understand what it meant. There's a small dog at the border. Cloudfeather once again attempted to drive away the small dog, but it did not work. Flamepaw is doing his best to help his mentor Sunsight recover from heat stroke. He's doing his best, certainly. Poor guy. Let's see, these two learning some new fighting techniques and managed to have a really good practice session with each other. Let's see. Is still thinking about being bossed around by an apprentice, but still did as he was told in order to help, possibly because for his brother's sake. So clearing where the lot of two legs linger. I probably feel like father and daughter here would probably want to go, but I think the other three would manage to convince them not to. Sunsight's feeling better and Olive Song's expecting kits. That's interesting. Branch Crash has a couple of scratches. Bitterpaw has Cloudfeather as her mentor. Lilac Paw has their father Thunderback. Stump Paw has Kestrel Catcher. Moss Paw has Ice Ghost. Okay. So let's see. Bitterpaw has her cousin Cloudfeather. She's charismatic and quick to make peace, so I guess she got that charisma from her grandpapa. Lilac Paw, she has her father Thunderback. She's bloodthirsty, which is not that great, but hopefully Thunderback can help her curb that. Stump Paw is also bloodthirsty and has Kestrel Catcher, who I don't think is going to help with the bloodthirstiness. Moss Paw has Ice Ghost, and that's her cousin. She's loving and a careful listener, so hopefully Ice Ghost won't be too troubling for poor Moss Paw. So let's see here. Well, our medicine cats are better. We might as well have these two finally go out on their first patrol together. Looking for dandelions. Let's see. Actually had an argument and did not manage to do what they wanted to do, unfortunately. Nice little sunny spot. And they're talking about, you know, how hard Vixen Paw's been working, and while it's commendable, she shouldn't try and burn herself out for it. So now we got Bitterpaw and her cousin Cloudfeather going out to gather some moss, but Bitterpaw did not pay attention and instead was shredding the moss. Then have these two, where Lilacpaw is starting an argument with her father. But Thunderback's been through this before with his previous apprentice and actually managed to help settle her down. These two, asking about why Jollyclan lives in the woods, and Kestrel Catcher explains it and actually listens. Practicing hunting techniques, but unfortunately Ice Ghost didn't do all that well. These two found a vole and actually managed to catch it with ease. Olive Song thinks they're going to have a small litter, but immediately Olive Song and Sunsight had a big fight and broke up. Flamepaw now has white cough, which isn't good. Bitterpaw has gotten rid of her fleas. Okay, so have these two again on their last training session, talking about having some weird dreams, and Whimsy Star does her best to help comfort her apprentice and explaining that she doesn't have to share this burden alone. Let's see, Bitterpaw and Cloudfeather. They spotted a big porcupine, and she refuses to listen to her cousin and starts an argument with him about it. Let's see, father and daughter. They find a nice little sunny spot. And even though Lilacpaw's a little embarrassed, she lies down and Thunderback is washing her face and thinks that his daughter's growing up into a lovely young warrior. Oh, that's so sweet and wholesome. Let's see. Focusing on tree climbing today, and Mosspaw manages to get into the tree, but climbing back down is a bit of a problem. Stump-Paw and Kestrel Catcher are next, practicing some hunting techniques, and really takes charge in practicing how to bring down prey together, and their confidence in each other's growing. Now up for these three, let's see, wanting to get some thyme, and managed to do so, thankfully. Kestrel Catcher now has white cough. Branch Crash's tail is injured. Olive Song is gazing lovingly at their new kitten, and Sunsight is a bit awkward, but Olive Song allows him to meet his kit. Flamepaw no longer has white cough. Vixen Paw is now Vixen Face in honor of her spirit, but now Lilacpaw has white cough, unfortunately. So here's Vixen Face. She is faithful, a masterful storyteller, and a good hunter. Very proud of her. Little Flamepaw, he's still doing well. He still has a lot to learn, but he's still keeping his compassion. Kind of love that for him. And then Olive Song and Sunsight's little kit, even though they are broken up, is little Dapple Kit. She is a little calico baby. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what her other colors are, because I can only see the massive white, the gray kind of tabby color, speckles, and I think maybe that's a tip of orange on her tail. I'm not entirely sure. But we're going to have our medicine cats head out first. Flamepaw feels a presence, but unfortunately the connection vanished. See these two learning some new fighting techniques, and actually managed to have a good session that time. Let's see, Kestrel Catcher currently isn't around, so instead you're going to have Frozen Fur, your uncle, learning new hunting techniques, and actually managed to learn something from from her uncle Frozen Fur. We then have these two together, going out to gather some moss, but unfortunately Moss Paw did not learn anything. Then we got these three, who's hearing some screams coming from the nearby lake. Thunderback got his a broken bone, and unfortunately they could not save the cat that they were trying to help. Lilac Paw's better, but Stump Paw now has green cough, which isn't good. Here's little Dapplecit. Yeah, so she's mostly white with like a gray kind of tabby color with like little splotches of a light ginger. She's an attention seeker and never sits still, and is talking with her father about what it's like to be a medicine cat. Have our medicine cats head out here. Feels another presence, and actually managed to talk with a StarClan cat for once, and Sunsight in the meantime got some moss. Let's see how these cousins work. They're having an argument, and really just absolutely kind of destroys his cousin's juvenile behavior and isn't shy about telling her so. So Bitter Paw is cowed but respectful now. Not too sure if that was the best way to go about it, but eh. Let's see, Mosspaw has an argument with her cousin as well. And Ice Ghost is not happy about it. And Ice Ghost is wanting respect from her cousin. Let's see, these two... You know what, you can actually go with everybody. Lilac Paw talks about having a dream from StarClan. And Vixen Face instead chooses to train with Lilac Paw, since she is more spiritual, and Lilac Paw feels better being able to talk with her. Stump Paw is better and tossed a snake out of camp. Frozen Fur twisted his paw. Kestrel Catcher is better. Okay. Have these two head out, trying to learn what to gather during Leaf Bear, but unfortunately there were no dandelions to gather. Let's see, we'll have these two go out for some training, practicing some fighting techniques, but unfortunately didn't bother to teach. Thunderback still is not available, so instead you're going to get Whimsy Star, where there's a porcupine, and like always, Whimsy Star is actually able to teach her something. Then have these two together, and isn't acting like her usual self, but Stump Paw is not interested in talking about her feelings. We'll have these three go on patrol because I think Vixen Face could help here. Nice little sunny spot, and Moss Paw is making sure everyone pauses for a break before resuming the training. Okay. Let's see. Sunsight now has White Cough, Branch Crash, got her leg sprained, Olive Song's better, Flame Paw now has Yellow Cough. Okay, that's really bad. It's really bad. See, we'll have these two together. Go some training for Moss, but again, Moss Paw's not interested in listening. Have these two cousins, porcupines, and is managing to like actually learn something. Let's see, you're going to have Whimsy Star for some new fighting techniques, but unfortunately did not learn anything. Then with these three, Kestrel Catcher has to settle a dispute and actually managed to do them, telling them don't squabble like kids. Let's see. Sunsight unfortunately couldn't survive White Cough. Frozen Fur is feeling better, but now has a stomach ache. Vixen Face has a stomach ache. Bittern Paw is now Bittern Whisker, honored for her warmth. Lilac Paw is now Lilac Pond, honored for her self-respect. Has a runny nose. Moss Paw has dislocated a joint. Cats are very upset with Sunsight's death. Rest in peace, Sunsight. You lived for quite a long time. Hopefully Flamepaw can recover and become the medicine cat that the clan needs. So Bin and Whisker is charismatic and a skilled mediator. Good for her. Love those patches of orange she's got. Lilac Pond is strange, a formidable fighter and a good kit sitter. She's wearing some pretty little juniper. And wants to critique Kestrel Catcher's fighting techniques. That's not going to go over well. Alright, Stump Paw. Time for you to go on your last training session with your mentor. There's a nice little sunny spot, and, you know, Kestrel Catcher is trying to help Stump Paw be a little less stiffly with her by telling mistakes of her own apprenticehood. And she opens up, but is still respectful, yet a little less wooden in the way she acts. So we're going to have these three head out. Tempted to eat the prey she just caught, but she resisted that temptation. Let's see, delving into some ghost stories, but a branch snapped and they all ran. Let's see, Thunderback is feeling better. His broken bone is healed, but it's weaker. Branch Crash recovered from her sprain and is now expecting kits. Flamepaw has recovered from yellow cough. Lilac Pond is concerned that her runny nose keeps getting worse, and Stump Paw is now Stump Deer, honored for her ferocity. So Stump Deer, she's bloodthirsty and as fast as the wind. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna have Flamepaw go out with Thunderback. Let's see, going to find some Lugwort, and did manage to do so. If these three go out, there's a Fox, troublesome, charismatic, fierce. Yeah, they would go after it, but failed to do so, but there were no injuries, thankfully. Let's see, massive rats. They probably would, but they defeated and brought back a small feast of rats, so that's at least something. Cloudfeather tried to convince Stump Deer to run away with him. Frozen Fur is glad that his stomach ache's gone. Branch Crash thinks she's going to have a small litter. Flamepaw is now Flame Fern and welcome as a full medicine cat. Vixen Face, stomach ache is gone, but has a runny nose. Moss Paw's recovered, but got a runny nose. Dapplecit is still very sad about her father's passing and has Stump Deer as her mentor. That's a little concerning. Dapplepaw is childish and never sits still, but she's still in very much grieving. Let's see, Moss Paw is now troublesome, but that's to be expected when she's got her cousin Ice Ghost as her mentor. Having an argument together, but at this point, it doesn't surprise me. They miss the rat and their confidence is shaken. I don't think Stump Deer would fall for that. Maybe she would. She is bloodthirsty. She might want to prove herself. But no, I don't think she would. Let's see. Trying to get the warriors to help him out, but is a bit uncertain if he identified Bettany correctly. Probably a little shaken up. Kestrel Catcher and Frozen Fur have become mates. So Branch Crash has a new stepdad now, as well as Ice Ghost now having a stepmom, and a new sister and little nieces and nephews. Cloudfeather's tail was injured by a fox. Flamefern moved his sister into the medicine den. because it's turned into White Cough. Lilac Pond's better. Moss Paw is now Moss Bark in honor for her enthusiasm. Dapple Paw's feeling better. So we then have these two kits. So Moss Bark is troublesome and a trusted advisor. She's a little sick. We then have Dust Kit, who is a daring little boy. He's got outsider roots. And then we have Mouse Kit, who is a noisy little baby. Welcome to the clan, little ones. Okay. Let's see, there's an odd sound coming from a bush, and they managed to get a rabbit together. Wanting to get some ragwort, and did. Let's see, a bird that's searching for insects, and they narrowly miss it. Unfortunate. Excuse me. That was a sneeze. Thunderback got rejected by confessing his feelings to Whimsy Star. Cloudfeather brought a single kitten to camp and refused to talk about it. Frozen Fur got injured. Ice Ghost went for a long walk. Dapplepaw is learning to get over her grief. So Dustkit is daring and a mossbell hunter. He's trying to growl menacingly. Mousekit is noisy, never sits still. And then the kitten that Cloudfeather brought that looks just like him is little Junko Kit, who is a lonesome little baby. A poor baby. Dapplepaw. She wants to learn from Vixen Face, but your mentor is Stump Deer, so let's see how well you guys do together. Wanting to learn some new hunting techniques, but unfortunately did not teach anything. Let's see. Ghost Stories and everyone else had an argument about it. Got some oak leaves, which is good. Calmly talking to a loner before going separate ways. Little Junko Kit is lonesome and a lover of stories. Again, looks very similar to her father, maybe like a deeper gray. But still very cute. Yeah, Dapplepaw has a little bit of like some kind of like grayish orange there. Gonna have these two go out again. Isn't acting like her usual self, and Stump Deer is actually being very kind and is helping her, you know, learn from her failures, which was very sweet. Let's see. Did not manage to talk with StarClan. There is a Thunder Path. I don't think they would cross it personally, not with that many cats. Cloudfeather's feeling well. Frozen Fur's injuries aren't doing very good. Branch Crash is feeling better. Vixen Face has recovered. So some things are going okay, some things are not. Let's see, practicing teamwork, but did not learn anything. Let's see, wanting to get some mallow, but unfortunately was rather distracted. Thunderpath with these three. I think they would, but unfortunately that meant that poor Vixen Face passed away. Managed to catch a rabbit, so unfortunately Vixen Face passed away. No doubt Branch Crash is going to be upset, as well as her brother Flame Fern. Very sad. She was very young, but unfortunately that is life. Hopefully Kestrel Catcher feels at least a little bit bad that her grandchild died. Thunderback has fleas. Dustkit has green cough. That's not good. I don't think that poor Branch Crash can handle another cat passing away. Whimsy Star is upset about Vixen Face passing. Goodness. Hopefully Dustkit will be okay, because again, I don't think Branch Crash can handle losing 2 kits so soon. So hopefully Dustkit will be okay. Learning about the clan and about why they live in their territory. So you managed to get a nice little mouse. Gonna get some mullein, but unfortunately could not find any. Kessler Catcher has white cough. Thunderback is better. Cloudfeather thinks he's meant for something greater. Frozen Fur's infection is gone. Unfortunately, Dustkit did die of green cough. And no doubt Branch Crash is so upset over losing 2 kits within the span of 2 moons. But I'm pretty sure Vixen Face would take care of her little brother up in StarClan. Let's see, Dapplepaw, she's becoming very charismatic, which is an interesting thing. Finding a nice little sunny spot, but Dapplepaw is a little bit too stiff with her mentor. See some suspicious paw prints, and it was her own paw prints. Let's see, feeling like there's a StarClan cat, but unfortunately did not get a chance to speak with them. Frozen Fur is doing better. Dapplepaw is now Dapplespeckle, and Mousepaw is now Flamefern's apprentice, possibly maybe because his brother died of green cough and Mousepaw doesn't want that to happen to anybody else. Mousepaw is competitive, never sits still, and is oddly observant, similar to when his mother was an apprentice. And Dapplespeckle, she's charismatic, an incredible runner, and has steady paws. We'll have these two go out together, where they are looking for herbs for garlic, but unfortunately they could not find any. Dapplespeckle notices some paw prints, and there is a rogue, but they managed to drive the rogue off. Having a disagreement in Frozen Furs to settle the dispute, but unfortunately he stutters and doesn't think that he can. Stump Deer was seen touching noses with a loner, which is scandalous. And Junko Pa has Lilac Pond as her mentor. Junko Pa is lonesome and a lover of stories. She's got, I don't know what it's called when these two are cousins. I forget what it's called. I don't have that big of a family tree. Have these two go together. They have a nice little sunny spot, but didn't get much done because of that. These two gonna do some training, having an argument, but actually did manage to gently talk things down. There's 2 squirrels, and they managed to catch them. See, a rabbit's acting strange. I don't think that Frozen Fur would catch the rabbit in that case. Kestrel Catcher is better. Frozen Fur is coming back to Flamefern because his weak leg is causing him pain. Thunderback has green cough, and Ice Ghost is expecting kits. Interesting, okay. Nice little sunny spot, but didn't get much done because of it. Talking about their territory, and Junko Pa didn't understand the lesson originally. Let's see these 3. suggest getting food. It didn't work out, but nobody blames for it. Cross a rabbit burrow, but there was nothing found in it. Thunderback is better. Kestrel Catcher was sharing prey with a rogue. Ice Ghost thinks she'll have a small litter. Let's see. Talking about a vision, but Flamefern couldn't make any sense of it, unfortunately. Practicing hunting techniques, and did have a good time practicing together. Wanting to disguise their scent for hunting, and managed to work. Little sunny spot, and it energizes everybody for a nice little training session together. Let's see. Frozen Fur's joint pain is gone. Ice Ghost has 2 kits. Branch Crash is no longer feeling grief and is expecting kits. And Mossbark sprained a paw. So let's see these babies. So we have Little Bliss Kit, who is a daring little kitten. She's a half-clan kitten. And then we have Sun Kit, who is a charming kitten, possibly named after her uncle, Sunsight. I think that's very sweet. Let's see, trying to find some thyme, and managed to that time, which is good. Some training, new fighting techniques, and managed to do so, helping them become more confident. There is a loner wanting to join the clan, and you know what? We'll accept them. We now have Mako, whose name I will change. See, there's Posy Clan, where they just nicely talk to each other, trying to see if there's any prey, and managed to do so. So let's see Mako. He is cunning, an impressive climber, and very clever. We will change his name to be Wisp Flip. I like that name for him, Wisp Flip. Hit save. Ice Ghost and Branch Crash became mates. Okay. And Branch Crash thinks she's gonna have a large litter. Let's see, there's Little Bliss Kit. She's daring and a picky nest builder. And Sun Kit. Oh, she's got the bright yellow eyes that her uncle had. Oh. Charming, lover of stories, and quick-witted. Oh. That's actually kind of sweet. Let's see, Porcupine, and actually did manage to learn something good. Let's see. Got some rosemary. Let's see, 2 squirrels, managed to catch them. Gang of rogues are challenging. Okay. He is adventurous, but he's not bloodthirsty. These cats would be. Possibly even Wisp Flip. But I don't think that Frozen Fur is going to want to risk it due to his brother, but I think that they would. And unfortunately, that meant both his brother and the only other thing that they had left of their brother Sunsight, Dapple Speckle, passed away because of it. Unfortunate, because I really did like Dapple Speckle. I thought she was super pretty and very cute, and one of the last things left of Sunsight. And she died rather young, and unfortunately Thunderback also passed away due to his weak leg. I think what would have happened is, I don't think Frozen Fur would have wanted to go, but Kestrel Catcher, Cloudfeather would have wanted a fight, and Wisp-Flip probably would have joined in, and they couldn't just leave their clanmates to fight them alone. But I feel like he's He's extremely upset with all three of them right now for losing another one of his brothers and losing his niece. Branch Crass had a single kitten with an unknown partner. Olive Song got a splinter. Flamefern killed Kestrel Catcher by feeding her foxglove seeds. Honestly, I can see that. Flamefern might have bad feelings with her for, first of all, killing his sister, Vixen Face, by wanting to cross the Thunder Path. And then, you know, 2 more cats have died because of her eagerness for it. So I feel like that's probably Flamefern's reason. That he didn't want anyone else to get hurt because of Kestrel Catcher. Frozen Fur, though, did not want her to die. And Lilac Pond is upset about losing her father, Thunderback. And even though Flamefern was the one to kill Kestrel Catcher because he hated her, he still bows his head respectfully. And a lot of grief told on the clan, and the smallest kit is now shaken by it. Which is Twig Kit. Twig Kit originally was just Branch Crash's kit, but since they became mates with Ice Ghost has now adopted this little baby. So Sun Kit and Bliss Kit are 2 moons older than little Twig Kit. Mousepaw, he is wise, but I think part of him knows that it was his mentor who... Actually, yeah, this is a bit more fucked up because he basically just killed his grandmother, and I think Mousepaw knows it, but isn't saying anything. See, we'll have these 2 go on patrol. A lot of drama, honestly, but I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Let's see, did not find any Mullen. Did get a small dog. I'm actually curious what you guys think. Because Kestrel Catcher was part of the reason that 3 cats kind of died. One going into the rogues, which then killed Thunderback and Dapplespeckle, and the other one crossing, which then killed her grandchild, Vixen Face. Do we think she should be in StarClan, or do we think she should be in Dark Forest? Because I don't think she felt too much guilt for it. And I forgot that she and Frozen Fur were mates, so I think things were a bit strained after this instance, so I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. Flamefern brought 4 kits back to camp. Twig Kit shock is gone. So Flame Kit brought back some more kits. So there's little Twig Kit here, who is an attention seeker and active imagination. Flamefern brought in Beetle Kit, who is a know-it-all little boy. They are half-clan kits. He's also a little bangle. We then have Perch Kit. Looks very similar to Flamefern. He's a little daydreamer. We then have Elk Kit, who is a bossy little boy. And we then have Moose Kit, who seems to be troublesome. Rather interesting. Got some Mallow that time. Junko Paw, you're gonna go with Whimsy Star. Let's see. Did not manage to learn anything. Managed to catch a rabbit together, all 6 of them. Grief is softening it. Mousepaw is now Mousepelt. We now have Junko Stripe, honored for her insight. Moose Kit currently has a little headache. So Junko Stripe is lonesome and a good storyteller. So here are the babies. There's little Beetle Kit, know-it-all, quick to make peace. Perch Kit, daydreamer, lover of stories. Elk Kit, bossy, quick to help. And then little Moose Kit, who is troublesome but quick to help. Currently injured with her headache right now. Then gonna have our medicine cats head out. Yeah, they got too irritated with each other. Wisp Flip, I think, would take it, but saw that it was two-leg mush and ran off. Thunderpath, no, I don't think that they would. Let's see, recovered, and Olive Song passed away. Wisp Flip has decided to retire. Rest in peace, Olive Song. They lived for quite a long time. But now you'll get to see your daughter again, Dapple Speckle. There's little Moose Kit with her eyes fully opened. Goodness, so much happens in this clan. Let's see, they both forgot where to find the herb. Kits from the other clan and relations improved. Talking about possibly having a vision from Star Clan, and the whole patrol talks about it. Cloudfeather, there's White Cough. Whimsy Star is mentoring Blisspaw, but Blisspaw immediately got White Cough. Sunpaw has Lilac Pond as mentor. Twigkit's got a little stomach ache. So let's see, Blisspaw, she's charismatic and a picky nest builder, currently sick. Sunpaw is adventurous, has a lover of stories, and is quick-witted. I guess she kind of got that from her grandfather, Frozen Fur. So we shall just have these two head out. New fighting techniques. Actually managed to learn something. Talking with each other, but didn't do anything. Little Lizard managed to catch it. Porcupine deciding not to do anything with it. Frozen Fur has White Cough. Ice Ghost is better. Twig Kit is better. Elk Kit and Moose Kit had a leaf gathering hunt, so Twig Kit is only 1 moon older than these 4. Have our medicine cats head out. Okay, I guess they'll need another cat to come with them because they keep talking and not doing anything. Actually did get some moss. Thunderpath. No, it's not with Branch Crash leading. Absolutely not. No, I don't think Stump Deer would go near a 2-leg trap. Branch Crash and Ice Ghost adopted 3 kits. Cats have recovered from White Cough. Twigpaw has Cloudfeather as her mentor, so she is childish with an active imagination. I'm not sure what their relationship is on the family tree, someone tell me. Let's see, Branch Crash and Ice Ghost adopted Whirl Kit, Maple Kit, and Spark Kit. Alright. We're gonna have our medicine cats head out first, talking about possibly having a dream, and they managed to have a good in-depth conversation and got some tansy while they were there. Cloudfeather has stopped becoming fierce and is now strange instead. practicing new hunting techniques and actually had a good session. Let's see, Porcupine, but couldn't take it seriously. Learning new hunting techniques and actually managed to learn quite a lot. Scent of a Mouse, just barely missed it. Large Rabbit, just barely missed it. Frozen Fur will always love Kestrel Catcher, but has decided to move on. Beetlepaw has Stump Deer as his mentor, but got into a fight with a big dog and got badly injured. Perchpaw has Mossbark. Elkkit has Branch Crash, the grandmother. Moosepaw has Frozen Fur. So let us see. So Beetlepaw has Stump Deer. He's ambitious and quick to make peace, but he's currently injured. Not all that good. Perchpaw is adventurous and a lover of stories. Elkpaw has the grandmother, Branch Crash. He is confident and quick to help. Moosepaw has Frozen Fur. She is troublesome and quick to help. And then the babies, Whirlkit. She is daring and confident with words. Maplekit is impulsive and a lover of stories. And Sparkkit is an attention seeker, lover of stories, and interested in clan history. Alrighty, we'll have these two head out first. Wanting to get some herbs, and they got some daisy together. These two hunting techniques, but unfortunately did not teach that time. Nice little sunny spot, but was too stiff to really open up. Some big porcupines, and actually managed to learn. Starting an argument, but Mossbark just rolled their eyes. Being more amused than annoyed. Learning about porcupines with Grandma. Let's see, new fighting techniques, but did not learn anything. It's a loner that's injured and had them join their Petunia Blaze. Petunia Blaze, insecure, good kid sitter, good swimmer. Alright, welcome Petunia Blaze. Lilac Pond's expecting kits. Stump Deer's tail was injured by a dog. Twigpaw was arguing. Let's see, Sparkkit was boasting that he's ready to be made an apprentice right now, and to prove it, he snuck out of camp, managing to catch something. But unfortunately, he was killed by a shrew. Rest in peace, Sparkkit. Yeah, Sparkkit was eaten by a shrew. He was only 2 moons old. Yeah, no, you were not ready. Hopefully, your siblings don't follow in your footsteps. But that is really sad. Goodness. These young cats just never think that far ahead. But considering they were 2 moons old, I mean, I guess that's to be expected in that case. Unfortunately. Man. Poor Branch Crash. Just keeps losing children. It's so terrible. Goodness. So Loner, we now have Bite Stem. Where is Bitestem? Bitestem. He is loyal, a good hunter, and a good fighter. Okay. Good for him. Lilac Pond thinks they'll have a small litter. Bliss Paw is now Bliss Bark. Sun Paw is now Sun Hope. Bliss Bark was honored for her charisma. Sun Hope was honored for adaptability. Petunia Blaze has now healed. So there's Petunia Blaze. And these two got their warrior names early, so we'll see what their final traits are going to be some other time. Hopefully Beetle Paw's going to be okay, because he's been injured for a while now. Let's see, didn't find anything. Nice sunny spot, but is not interested in bonding. Checking out a porcupine. Doing some teamwork practice together. And did not understand Moose Paw quills, but Junko Stripe did not listen, unfortunately. Rest in peace, Junko Stripe. She kind of went off on her own there. Lilac Pond had 3 kittens. Let's just see them. Oh yes, Bliss Bark. She's charismatic and a den builder. Sun Hope, she's adventurous, a good storyteller, and clever. Let's see, we then have Blotch Kit, Ragged Kit, and Spot Kit. Those are odd names for these kits, but I mean, Lilac Pond is strange, so I guess it makes sense. Then have these two talking about a vision together. Let's see. Actually helping Twigpaw when it came to visions. Practicing new hunting techniques together. Learning about how to not make mistakes. Checking for badgers. Checking things out with 2 legs. Helped out Sunspot. Or sorry, Benner and Whisker. Feeling better, got a sprain. Bitestem's tail was injured. Let's see. Found a badger but didn't get hurt. Did not learn anything. Checking out porcupines again. Learning how to climb up trees. Did not find any blackberries. Managed to drive off a small dog. Branch Crash and Ice Ghost adopted 2 kits. See, Beetle Paw is finally better. Moose Paw is now Moose Fern, honoring her exemplar. Royal Paw has Frozen Fur. Maple Paw has Sun Hope. So there's Moose Fern. We'll see what her final things become. So let's see. So Hey Kit, he is an impulsive babe, and Mushroom Kit is a bullying babe. Let's see, Spot Kit is sweet and constantly climbing, Ragged Kit is noisy with an active imagination, and Blotch Kit is insecure and a play fighter. Oh yes, I forgot. The new apprentices. Whirlpaw is childish, confident with words, and a careful listener. Maplepaw is sneaky and a lover of stories. Okay. Alright, Twigpaw. Gathering moss. Actually listened that time. You two finally going out on a patrol. New fighting techniques, which actually worked really well. Having an argument and was not happy about it. New fighting techniques and had a good time. New hunting techniques. Focusing on tree climbing and actually listened. Some mud. Drove off a rogue. Could not find any thyme, unfortunately. We now have Twig Speckle honoring her energy. We now have Perch Fur honoring hard work, but got heat exhaustion. We now have Elk Dawn honoring honor. It's a bit of a weird one, but okay. So Twig Speckle, she's childish, a beloved kit sitter, and a good fighter. Moosefern is charismatic and an excellent teacher. Perch Fur is gloomy and a masterful storyteller. Elk Dawn is thoughtful and an excellent teacher. Let's see, Beetlepaw is still there. Hay Kit is impulsive and a picky nest builder. Mushroom Kit is bullying and a picky nest builder. And called her mother Ice Ghost stinky. Goodness. These children. Have our medicine cats head out first. They got some tansy together. Beetlepaw with Stump Deer. Tree climbing. Actually listened. Then have these two head out. Learning about the territory. Nice little sunny spot, and making sure that Maplepaw opens up. Some new fighting techniques, but tumbled. Burrow in the ground. Actually got a gopher from it, which is pretty good. Frozen Fur sprained a paw. Ice Ghost got heat stroke. Branch Crash adopted another litter. Perch Fur recovered. Okay, hopefully Mushroom Kid will be alright. There's Perch Fur. Okay, so they also adopted Bite Kit and Hallow Kit. So Bite Kit is a very cute baby, but I think we already have a cat. Yeah, we have Bite Stem, so your name will change to be something else. I like Heron. It'll be Heron Kit, so she is daring and a careful listener. And then we have Hollow Kit, who is polite and oddly observant. And they're the same age as the other kits, so that's good. So they're all the same age. It'll just take a minute for them to get used to having two more siblings. Okay, it's not too bad. Talking about the latest news and things. Practicing teamwork together, gaining confidence. Checking for badgers. Drove off a rogue. Perch Fur go in there? No, I don't think so. I don't think he would. Got a mangled leg because of it, goodness. Call of Greatness, interesting. Kits are recovering. Okay, so that was Call of Greatness, okay. Having our medicine cats. We now have Seed Billow, Ferret Kit, Heron Kit. Heron Kit's name will be changed. So there's little Ferret Kit. Oh, he's cute. Heron Kit, sorry, but your name's gonna be changed to be Owl Kit. So we have Owl Kit and Ferret Kit. And then there's Seed Billow. She's very pretty. Gonna have these two head out for training. Sunny Spot, doing well. These two, new fighting techniques, but did not learn anything, unfortunately. I don't think so. Thunderpath? No. Whimsy Star smoothing over disagreements as usual. Frozen Fur's feeling better. Beetle Paws, now Beetle Fur, honoring his leadership. Maple Paws got a scratch. Blotch Paw has Bittern Whisker. Ragged Paw has Stump Deer. Whirlpaw has given a gift to Ragged Paw. Spot Paw has Perch Fur. Okay. So Beetle Fur is ambitious and a great mediator. Blotch Paw is nervous, avid play fighter, picky nest builder. Ragged Paw is daring with an active imagination. And Spot Paw is compassionate and constantly climbing. Oh, there's little Ferret Kit, who's troublesome and splashes in puddles. And Owl Kit, she is nervous and never sits still, but they're both super cute. I love Ferret Kit's markings, goodness. Have our medicine cats head out first. They got some plantain, oak leaves, and some burdock together. We're then going to have mentors and apprentices go out on their training patrols, hunting techniques, manage to have a good time learning. Let's see. Talking about dreams, but didn't really understand. Gathering moss, and actually did manage to gather some moss. Having an argument with Perch Fur, but Perch Fur didn't really do much, if anything, about it. Telling stories. Practicing teamwork. And then catching a lot of fish, which is good. Cloudfeather came back with Frostbite. Mossbark and Moosefern became mates. Blissbark, unfortunately, was bitten by a snake and succumbed to the venom. Rest in peace, Blissbark. I did like you. Twigspeckle's healing well. Maple Paw's itching uncomfortably. Haykit has a headache. And Ice Ghost is super sad about her poor daughter's death. Rest in peace, Blissbark. I did like you. But the clan must continue. These two, they get some poppy together. Checking for badgers. Apologizing for outbursts. Working together. Trying to gather moss, but Spot Paw didn't listen. There's a kitty pet who's decided to join. Let's see, got a rabbit. Let's see, where is Josie? Josie. She is lonesome and a good swimmer. We will change her name. She shall be Frostsnap. I like that name, Frostsnap. Let's see, Whimsy Star and Frozen Fur became mates, okay. Twig Speckle and Bite Stem became mates. Hey Kit's feeling better and is now an apprentice. Mushroom Paw has decided to be a medicine cat apprentice, and Mouse Pelt is her mentor. Heron Paw has Moose Fern. Hollow Paw has Branch Crash and has White Cough. Seed Billow's feeling much better now. So there's Seed Billow. She's faithful and a fast runner, so she's a tortie. She's very cute. So Mushroom Paw is cold and a picky nest builder, okay, and is currently gossiping. Heron Paw has Moose Fern. She is charismatic and a careful listener. Hollow Paw has his mother Branch Crash. He's compassionate, oddly observant. Hey Paw has Beetle Fur, okay, so he's troublesome, picky nest builder, active imagination. Alright. Have all of our medicine cats head out. Talking about having some visions. They got Tansy, Daisy, Lugwort. So we'll have these two head out. Fighting techniques. Managed to do well. Practicing some more new fighting techniques. Teamwork. Did not learn anything. Did not learn anything about badgers. Learning how to climb trees. Got some moss together. Thunderpath. No, that was Branch Crash there. Absolutely not. Didn't work out, but no one blames anything. Cloudfeather is better. Ice Ghost is haunted by the visions of her dead child. Whirlpaw now has green cough. Seed Billow has yellow cough. Owlkit fell into a river but was saved by Hay Paw. Goodness, both of these two are just not doing well. Yeah, you still have that claw wound that's just not healing. It does concern me. A lot of things are concerning me. Got some elder leaves and burdock. To remember mistakes so that you don't make them again. Practicing some hunting techniques. Again, did not learn anything. Gathering moss together. Did not learn anything. Goodness, you guys. Tumbled. Did bring down a fox. Flamefern has white cough. Branch Crash has green cough. That's not good. Mouse Pelt is bruised. Scandalous. Moosefern and Mousebark found a kit and adopted them. Maplepaw's wound is no longer infected and has a scar. Hollowpaw's better. Yeah, there's his scar. Okay. Well, we'll have these two head out by themselves then. They got some mullein together. Learning some new fighting techniques. Big porcupine, but couldn't take the lesson seriously. Did practice some teamwork together. Did not learn anything. Tree climbing. See, branch crashes in here, so instead you will have Whimsy Star. Learn some new hunting techniques. Checking for a badger. Did not learn anything. Snapped at each other. Hit save really quick. So they adopted little Lavender Kit, who is a bullying little kitten. Okay. Interesting. Cats are doing better. We now have Whirl Spots honoring hard work. Petunia Blaze was found dead near the border. Blotch Paw is now Blotch Heart honoring intelligence. Ragged Paw is now Ragged Haze honoring wit. Ferret Paw has Cloud Feather as his mentor. Owl Paw has Frostnap as her mentor. Rest in peace, Petunia Blaze. Then there's little Lavender Kit here. She is bullying and interested in clan history. Alright, well, Whirl Spots. She is oblivious, a great speaker, and has helpful insight. See what their full personalities become. First things first, we got these two together, where had an argument, but that's okay. Did not learn anything, unfortunately. Having an argument, did nothing about it. Having an argument about porcupines. Found a badger and ran away before anyone got hurt. Got some scrapes, but that's fine. Ferret Paw. Learning about not making the same mistake twice. They are both nervous, okay. A little irritated. Got Felicity Whisker, whose name we will change. Hunting grounds didn't work out, but that's okay. Checking out pack. So Ferret Paw is adventurous and splashes in puddles. Owl Paw is nervous and never sits still. Okay. Alright. We now have Maple Speckle, honored for commitment. Spot Paw is now Spot Heart, honored for cunning. Oh dear. Felicity Whisker's probably not gonna make it. Maple Speckle is fierce, masterful storyteller, good hunter. Blotch Heart is fierce den builder, good fighter. Ragged Haze is cold, but beloved kit sitter. Spot Heart is troublesome, good climber. There's Felicity Whisker. You shall instead be... You will be Ant Whisker instead. Yeah, you got red cough. There's a high chance that she's probably not gonna survive. But they will do their best. Got some lungwort. Practice some hunting techniques together. Did not understand the point of the lesson. Nice little sunny spot. Gathering moss together. Just wants to focus on training. Did not get any fish. Just barely missed a rabbit. And managed to catch a lot of prey together. Whimsy Star's expecting kits. Flamefern's feeling better, but then immediately dislocated their leg. Stump Deer feels something for Flamefern, but got rejected. Perchfur has changed pronouns. Perchfur is she, her. Welcome she, her for Perchfur. Let's see, I think I'll do one last patrol here, and then I think that should be good. Having little spats here and there is not too bad, but we want to make sure that everybody's actually learning something. But unfortunately, not every cat's doing well. Ferret Paw's now grumpy. Goodness. Got some moss. Got some rabbit. Did not find any leftovers. Not gonna catch that rabbit. Hit one last moon. Still keeps rejected. Mossbark survived. Pride bruised bee. We now have Hay Eye. Ant Whisker, unfortunately, could not survive the red cough. Rest in peace. Hay Eye is charismatic, has steady paws, and is a beloved kit sitter. We shall see what their siblings become. Actually, how does Mushroom Paw? Oh wow, okay. Alright, I think this is a good place to end this first little episode. Do tell me what you guys think so far. Who's your favorite cat? Is there any cat that you're upset with? What names do you think Dustkit and Sparkkit could have been given? What do you guys think about Kestrel Catcher? Do you think she should be in StarClan? Or should she be in the Dark Forest? Please do let me know. I hope you all have a good day. Make sure that you stay hydrated and keep yourselves nice and cozy. And goodbye, everybody.